Shout out to Vice News for this this video. Um I'm playing this video for all you younger brothers that have no children and why it's very important. Sorry about that, brothers. I don't even know where I was at, but again, I'm bringing this to you guys, especially to you younger brothers that have no children, or to the brothers themselves that have no children, as to why it is important as a father to be in your child's life. Very important. This clip is a female that lives in Chicago, a child that lives in Chicago in an alternative school, and the effects of a father not being in the home will affect the child, and I'm gonna show you that, because this child, once a child becomes a teenager, most of the time the mother starts to lose control. That's why all these single mothers that claim that they don't need a man, they're lying to you. They are definitely lying to you, because if the father's not in the home, I promise you that they're looking for some type of male figure to mentor their child, whether it's their uncle or their grandfather or even a male teacher or some male figure. They're looking for some type of advice because the father is not in the home. You do have a lot of mothers that are running these fathers out of the home, but then at the same time, you have to put the onus on yourself, brothers, because you are the one that carry the seed. And since you're the one that carry the seed, you should be the one making the decisions. That is your seed. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this video, and I'll chime in throughout the video.
No, he caught a ball, J1.
What he said? What he said?
Right. He caught the ball.
He said you've been hit. This is the last time.
Brothers, every one of these children in here in this school have no father in their life. Again, a lot of these single mothers who claim to be independent and don't need a man are usually the ones that are looking for a male figure to control their child. Again, most of these children too, after they turn 13, these mothers don't really have nothing to teach them. I don't make these things up.
When you out, you out.
My name is Ariel. I'm 11 and I like playing dodgeball. And I like Hello Kitty and Minnie Mouse. Every time I get a chance to color, they always wear pink and purple, and I like pink and purple. Now, which one you doing? Where your picture at? Want to pick you one?
Yeah. I'm gonna do Mickey Mouse. Give me him.
Brother and sister.
I'm the master at coloring. We're gonna ask everybody who look the best.
We asking staff, because I know I'm gonna win. I'm patient, other like you.
You just carry both of them and just walk up to the staff and say which one looked the best. But don't tell them which one you drew.
Bet, watch this. Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Which one look better? You gotta pick one.
Yeah,
Look
which
at
one
both.
looks the better?
Yeah.
This one.
This one? Minnie?
Certainly.
You pick Mickey?
Yes.
I'm still going. And somebody better pick the girl.
I like Minnie Mouse.
Yes. Everything I get in trouble for is the same. When I get mad at somebody, I get up and then I try to walk out the classroom.
Don't do that, Ariel. Stop. Stop. Stop, Ariel. Come on, girl. Come on. You know. Where you going? You trying to go back outside?
Stop doing that. Stop. Stop.
Where you gotta go?
Bitch, let me go.
You know, that's one of the nastiest things you can do is just be, I mean, she's spitting on the ground, but again, this is somebody that just, they really have no home training. But this is the effects of why fathers are needed in these children's lives. Brothers, it is your responsibility to help raise these children, especially if you're one of the ones that's putting these children out here. I promise you, these mothers are not doing that great of a job like they claim they are. They're not. They are not doing that great of a job.
Nope.
Yeah, you go get Mr. Williams.
At first, I don't start just cursing. I tell them let me go because they be holding me and be making me mad. I don't like them touching me. Let me go. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even have the patience for this. I would not have the patience for this at all. I would probably want to knock one of the children out if they talking like that. I wouldn't even want, if I had the ability to and I knew there was no consequences, I would knock one of the children out. Literally. I would knock them out.
Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
So what do we do?
So I'm trying to get her ready to process so that we can talk about what she's angry about. But
Shut up, bitch. So, I'm gonna fuck.
But we really just want you to be able to talk about what's happening and kind of come
No,
to a
bitch.
solution.
So what happened that you ran out the building now?
Shut the fuck up. Let me fucking go, bitch. I gotta go to my social worker because I be mad then when I come down they be taking me down there. She be asking me what happened, I don't never talk because they want to know too much. And I don't like talking about everything. Because then they might want to know the wrong thing, then I end up telling them, then I'll be right up in the hospital.
So do you want to come up with a plan with me or not? Yeah? Well, let's try. Do you think it'll help if we sat together with your teacher?
No, I'm telling
And
you,
kind of talk about it? And
I
some of
kill
the
her.
stuff?
And if she say anything to me, I'm going to get mad. If she says something to me, I'm going to punch her.
So maybe we could just try to work on the relationship. Because that's, I think, the big part right there.
I
Is the
don't like
relationship.
her. Ain't nothing going to change. I'm
I mean-
still curse her out. She
So
need
do
to
you think-
pick on a grown lady that's her size.
Why don't we check in when you come from the bus tomorrow, just to see how your night went at home, and then
I'm not going to tell y'all. And not y'all business what happened at home.
really.
That's why I don't talk.
Okay, so we can check in, see how your night went.
Not going to happen.
No,
I don't want.
you are.
Good job.
We're looking for a tree. We noticed that Ariel house that have a Christmas tree, and a mother doesn't have a job, so we're trying to see if we can find a tree to just brighten up Ariel's.
So again, brothers, you see, this is a male figure. A male figure. But where's the father? Again, brothers, a lot of these women who claim that they are independent are always looking for a male to help with their child or their children. I promise you, it don't matter who it is. Again, it could be a football coach. It could be their uncle, their own father, the child's grandfather. I don't make these things up, brothers. So this is why it's very important on who you give your seed to. It's also important on you planning before you have a child, where you want to live, who you're going to impregnate. All those things matters, brothers. All those things matter.
Christmas. All right, so what you think? When she see this, what you think?
She gonna eat all that bubble gum.
She gonna eat all the bubble gum?
That's nice though. She done really been through a lot. They diagnosed her with ADHD and bipolar disorder. At one point in time when I didn't give her the medication, they found out that I wasn't giving it to her, and they called the Children Family Service.
Okay.
The lady said, "You know that's neglect, right?" I'm like, "No, I did not." So now the school have to give it to her. They don't trust me to give it to her.
I hope y'all heard what she just said. Basically what she's saying is the state is telling her how to raise her children or her child. She has to give the child medication, and if she doesn't give the child medication, now the school has to do it. And guess what? If the school does, she could actually get arrested for that, or the child could be taken away and put in foster care, and saying that the mother is unfit. So again, brother, these are the things that you need to be thinking about before you have a child. All this stuff matters. All of this stuff matters.
Did you do some time?
Not no gun case or nothing like that. Just little petty drug cases. Out there selling drugs. Just to survive. Get something for my kids. They gonna bust.
I got hit my head on the wood.
You did?
Like that.
Wow.
Right there.
Let me see. Is it?
I hit my head on the wood.
That is. I feel a knot. I'm just finding out about this when she came in the house and told me.
Yeah, she apparently was fighting him in the social worker's office, and he was trying to, remove her, and during the struggle, she hit her head. So.
Okay.
All right then.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
And you got to think too, the mother is going to do whatever she got to do for survival. So think about it. The father's not there. This mother, well, she says she's selling drugs, but she's going to do whatever she has to do to make ends meet. So now she's not even around to even help, to even guide the child to success. So who is actually teaching the child at all? Who's teaching the child? You got the teachers doing that. After the child comes home, then what? Sometimes these mothers are not even here. They're probably still at work or probably doing whatever the hell they doing. So you got these children that are in school. They get up 6:30, then they leave. They go to school. They're probably home by 3:30. The mother more than likely is not even there because she's probably still at work. So who is teaching these children? Again, brothers, I'm gonna always reiterate it. It's your responsibility. It's your seed. This is what we got going on out here, brothers. So to you brothers that have no children, make sure you take your time on who you give your seed to. Proper planning.
That ring right there, we still got it. It's in my mama's room somewhere. We got that ring and the necklace.
Tell me about her.
My sister, she gone in jail.
What for?
Stealing.
My daughter and 3 other girls.
You know what kills me too is, and with the women, you already have a child and you're not doing that well financially. The father's gone and then you still have another child. Like, when does it grasp your head when it's like, all right, enough is enough? You got a lot of women out here struggling financially.
Other girls. 3 girls jumped on the lady and beat her up.
She can't wait to come home and not be in there with people she don't know. Cause somebody bit her right here. She got a bite mark on her.
She gets in fights in jail?
We don't really talk about it because she don't want me to know about it.
Well, that's butterball. These are 49 cents a pound. I mean, that's the deal for anybody. For anybody. Raises are gonna be with the fruit. All of this is out the staff's pocket. Strictly staff donated. So their money is important to me. Right now, I don't think I spent $110. My job at Montefiore is universal. I'm an assistant basketball coach, football coach, baseball coach. I teach sewing, chess, a culinary class. The cinnamon, you like me. Cinnamon's real strong.
You know, brothers, they've already taken a lot of this stuff out of the school. They've taken a lot of this stuff out of the school. A lot of this home ec, wood shop. And I wanted to know, I actually asked somebody that was a teacher, why they take a lot of this stuff out of school. And the teacher told me that it was for financial reasons. So now, after high school, now you have to pay for this. See, back then, I think it was in the 70s, people was able to, right after school, they was able to get a job, working with their hands, plumbing, carpentry, stuff like that. But now things have changed because they know that a lot of blacks were profiting off of that and were able to have their own business without having to get a college degree. But they changed all that. So again, what are our kids really learning in school?
That's enough, okay. They need somebody to care. Where they came from, the care was not there. We would go to their house, take them home, bring them back, go to their house, get them. Go get their parents. Come on, man. Tell me another school won't do that.
Some of the criticism's been, it's really expensive, and these kids are going to end up in jail or the hospital anyway. What do you say when people say stuff like that?
What you gonna do? Pay now or pay later, as they say. You don't let us train these kids, you're gonna spend much more money on them in jail.
And he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Your tax dollars. But even in jail, they're gonna work it off anyway, because you're basically a debt slave. And in jail, that's just a new form of slavery. So either way, you're gonna work.
All right, well, that's the bottom line. You know, ain't nothing else to say. I see they don't know. I'm getting ready to take this cobbler out there to them now. And then we're gonna let them come back for more if they want it more.
Can I get a pie? Can I get a pie?
Take the cobbler, take the cobbler. It's better than the pie. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Ooh, Charlie. Excuse me. I wish that we had more to give them, but they all had a full plate, so that's it.
Why do you care so much about that?
I guarantee that these kids probably ate better in the school that day than they do at home. You got a lot of these kids out here eating ramen noodles and pork and beans.
These kids.
Somebody got to. I don't know. As long as the Lord let me. When he stopped me, I'm through. All right, but until then, they get everything I got.
I don't know whose child that is, but again, this is what we got going on out there, brothers. So this is why it's very important to protect your seed.
Ever since I lost my nigga, seem like I lost my mind.
But brothers, I just wanted to show you the importance of why, as being a father, you need to be there for your child. So if you have no children, please take heed on who you impregnate. And if you do plan on having a child, make sure you do proper planning before you have that child. It's all about where you live, where you plan on raising that child, and who you plan on impregnating. That's very important, because a lot of our women out here today in America are batshit crazy. So, on that note, I just wanted to put this out there just to show you guys why fathers are very, very important. Don't let these women tell you that they're independent, they don't need a man, because they're lying to you. They're definitely lying to you. But on that note, I'm out.